Hi, Sean Harley here, and today I'm at the Powertec headquarters to talk to you about pushing your muscles to failure during your workouts. If you're lifting weights for the goal of building muscle and taking shape, then you'll want to pay attention as we do a quick dive into this important topic. First, in order to really make gains in the weight room, you need to understand the principle of progressive overload. Progressive overload says that you must continuously push your muscles harder and harder over time in order for them to change and grow. If you continue to lift with the same intensity and the same weight week after week, year after year, your body will also remain the same. In order for your body to become a stronger version of itself, it needs a reason to become stronger. If you want your muscles to get bigger, it needs to be pushed past its current limit and broken down in order for it to rebuild, adapt, and grow to handle the new demands. To spark growth and change in a muscle, it must be pushed to failure on a regular occasion. So what does it mean to push a muscle to failure? In short, it means getting as many reps as you can until you can't possibly lift anymore. It's squeezing everything out of the muscle until there's nothing left in the tank. It's 100% effort, going until you can't go anymore. If your goal is to build muscle, aka hypertrophy, then you'll want to hit failure in the hypertrophy rep range, which is from 8 to 15 reps. Now you don't need to, nor will you want to, go to failure in every set, but in order to grow, you'll need to push to failure in 1 or 2 sets of each lift that you're doing. For me, I'll typically do 3 to 4 sets of each lift. The first 1 or 2 at about 85 to 90% effort, the next at about 95%, and then I'll strive to really hit failure in the last 1 or 2 sets. This strategy helps to get the muscle ready to handle that really intense set. And if you try to push every single set to failure, then you're going to need a really long rest periods between sets, and you'll wear yourself out early in the workout. That and excessive breakdown of your muscle can actually work against you. Okay, so what's the best way to get a muscle to failure? Let's say my target for a set is 10 reps. Ideally, I want to use a weight that allows me to use perfect form and tempo and hit failure at rep number 10. The first priority for me, before going up in weight, is to make sure the form is perfect. Working to failure within perfect form is the best strategy to prevent injury and to also get the most results from your target muscle. If you missed it, check out my last video with Powertec on the 4 pillars of perfection to learn what I consider perfect form. Now, to follow the principle of progressive overload, that means that week after week, I need that muscle to face a harder challenge. This can be done by adding more weight on the bar, or it can be done by achieving stricter isolation of the muscle, or by going slower in the negative, or getting a harder and longer contraction at the top, or most commonly, by getting more reps. The important thing is that you're pushing your muscle until you can't push it any further. And here's the thing with failure. Once you think you hit it, you haven't. You still have more in the tank, and you need to dip into these reserves if you want to keep growing. One way to do this is to utilize what is called cheat reps. To use cheat reps, first use perfect form to get as many reps as you can, and when you can't get any more that way, you break perfect form slightly and do what you need to do to bust out a few more reps. This may mean speeding up the tempo, using momentum to help move the weight, recruiting more help from the secondary movers, or all of the above. Just be smart about it and don't do anything stupid that's going to get your back thrown out. Another strategy that I like to utilize is drop sets or run the rack sets. For this, you get as many as you can with your regular weight, and when you can't possibly get any more, drop the weight, and without any rest, do another set with a lighter weight. In a drop set, you'll just drop the weight once, but in a run the rack set, you keep dropping the weight every time you hit failure for 3 or more sets in a row. Those 5-pound dumbbells will never have felt so heavy. Regardless of the strategy, I think the most important aspect of hitting failure is this. It's been said, and from my experience, I concur, that when you first think you've pushed yourself to failure, you're only about 50% there. If you really try and really focus, you'll amaze yourself at what your body is capable of. This means that pushing to failure is really about 50% physical and 50% mental. To really get anywhere close to your true potential, you need to do what I call mindful lifting. Pay attention to this your next workout and you'll quickly see what I'm talking about. Oftentimes, when doing a set, your mind will start to wander when it gets hard. You may start thinking about someone else in the gym or something going on at work, or why cars park in a driveway and drive on a parkway, or wherever your mind goes. Now, as your mind wanders while your body goes through the motions of the lift, and as the lift starts getting harder, you'll quickly hit a point where you think you can't do anymore, and you'll just naturally want to set the weight down, telling yourself you did as many as possible. But when you can catch your mind wandering, bring it back into focusing on the job at hand, and put all of your attention into moving this damn weight for more reps, then you will be amazed at how many more you still had left in you. Pain tolerance is what really causes us to end a set. We push until it hurts, and when it hurts too bad, we set it down. Controlling your mind in this manner also helps you increase your pain tolerance. With strengthening of your mental concentration, you can learn to rise above the pain, separate yourself from it, and look down upon it as you soar above. Easier said than done, but with effort and focus, you will reap the rewards. And that about covers it. Try incorporating these tips into your next lifting sessions, push that muscle to failure, and you'll be watching it grow right before your eyes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.